Welcome to the finals, week 2 Golden T-Mobile World Championship qualifiers, and we got ourselves a doozy on deck. No pants, man. That's Not XJaym, the number 2 seed. You look at the numbers and the scores, they're all ridiculous. These numbers seem particularly ridiculous. And oh, by the way, speaking of ridiculous, here our 1 seed Nebraskaball, minus 34 on an 18-hole game. That seems pretty good. And these two, well, one of them is getting into the Golden T-Mobile World Championship live event. What? Okay. Clipped a tree, it would seem. Which one? We're trying to hit that landing area? All right, we are off and running, and that's what Crawdad brings. Not always just fireworks. Fireworks work in both ways, and oh my goodness. Out and at them. Well, now what about a chip to maybe save things? Oh my goodness, that is absurd. Okay, mark a 3 on the scorecard, dude. Just the instant replay there. Look at this thing. A must-have chip early on. And wow, these guys flexing the chipping muscles, doing that on the fridge. Again, 9-hole single limb, and there's no going anywhere other than the end of the bracket. So, down a stroke after a chipping clinic. Great shot points are the tiebreaker. In the instance that there is a tiebreaker, and one of our more volatile courses, is putting it lightly, when it comes to Crawdad Swamp. Also, I think one of my favorite courses to look at and play visually. A little swamp action, a little bayou, lovely. This is lovely as well. Oh, just scoots to the left on the low side with that fast breaking green. We're coming in hot with a 7-wood at 92%. Watch this thing kick left, and now watch it come back. It's not going to come back enough, but that's going to be a birdie. Good shot there. Not XJaym. Not wearing pants. And Nebraskaball wearing shorts. Still a stroke deficit. Nebraskaball is in the lead. One of the things about this course, maybe different from some of the others that you've watched, whether it's Desert Valley or Rocky or Teal or wow, that's a fantastic shot. I mentioned it. It's just the level. There is trouble here. Scores are not typical for a typical match that seems redundant for a Golden T-Mobile World Championship event. This is the kind of course I want to see the best players in the world play, because shots like that seem to mean a little bit more. That's a great shot with the wind, what it is. This one's coming in nicely as well. Not as good, but pretty darn good. So keep in mind, GSPs are important, especially now that we have a 1-stroke deficit. Yeah, interesting there. 88,000 to 5,000. And there it is. Super backspin ahoy. Not bad. Safe. Don't want to roll it up too much. And this I like a little bit more. More of an aggressive distance control. Solid. Just outside GSP land. There it is. There you have it. All right, hole 14, longer par 4. Now, longer par 4s are good for these caliber of players because it gives them an opportunity to flex their GSP muscles, right? Of course, they'd want a drivable par 4, par 5, but these are the kind of shots that, to me, potentially separate these types of matches. So, let's park it out there. And wait. Okay, oh, I love this. This is basically, you push this thing just a smidge to the right, and then you let the green do its thing. Oh my goodness. Just short of the hole. Light them up. There's some more GSPs. Watch the replay here. Again, you got to pick your line. It's almost like a putt, right? You got to pick your line, stick with it, hope the hole gets in the way. Oh, it nearly does. Just short of it. Different attempt here. We're going to try that little sniper bump and run. Oh my goodness. What the? How is that even? I'm speechless. This is a strategic shot executed beautifully. That's one of the greatest. That might be the greatest chip I've ever seen in Golden T-Mobile. I don't know what to say other than Nebraskaball. It is fun watching you work. All right. No rest here. Got to get up and under. That's actually a good shot. Different ways to play it. I don't blame this one being one of the ways because you can get into trouble going around that other side. Both of these guys have a chance to get close on this. Nebraskaball, though, is going to have a shorter chip. Not XJaym, though, coming in hot. Just a little deep. That should be a putt. Not going to be a big deal. This is a big shot for this match. Oh, just miss it. Just talking about the chipping prowess. Oh, it's not a putt. It's a chip. Okay. No big deal. And this is a no big deal putt. Take a swig of Joe. Coffee. I swear it's just coffee. All right. Par 3, very manageable. Looking at him choking down in that distance, 85%. And then you're going to let the ball just trickle down. It's pretty good. Up 2 strokes. He doesn't know that while he's playing, but you want to be, is having a very good round. Want to play just safe enough and still go for it. This thing is going for it. Oh, man, not XJaym. Just missing on some of these shots. Just missing on some of these angles, some of these breaks. Just a smidge off. Of course, just a smidge off for them is a smidge on for us. All right, 17 and 18. Here we go. Interesting holes to close it out. It starts with up and over. Going to kind of curve this one. You look at the movement up top. That's a pretty good shot. It's going to be a longer putt with some significant break, but it's pretty good. Not XJaym again, trying to work it into that wind. Wind's got that, and that's a problem. With only 2 matches to play, watch this. You can see, tried to cut it back a little bit. The problem is it never cut. The wind grabbed it, distance grabbed it. There's not that much room over there. And that is the moment, of course, in this match. Goodness, just missing on some of these chips. Beautiful there. And now, had that ball not gone in the water, that would be a big deal. But as it stands, it's really not that big of a deal. 3-shot swing instead of a 4-shot swing going in to 18. Barring anything spectacularly bad, that's going to be all she wrote. And this is going to be, well, yeah, pretty much all she wrote there, assuming we don't get goofy with our putts. Trying to close out strong, though, not XJaym, who you're going to see again, absolutely. Wow, great shot there. Wonderful, wonderful shot. So the only thing you can't do is putt this thing into the water. I had to hold my breath for a second as we get a shot of Nebraskaball's rear end. Putts that one in. A little anticlimactic. That's okay. And there it is. Not the best scoring in the world, but guess what, folks? It doesn't matter. Nebraskaball is back in the Golden T-Mobile World Championship. XJaym will be back as well, my guess is, and we're glad to have them both.